r/AskReddit. What legal thing would you ban if you could? Known fees added right before you pay. Online convenience fee. What? This pisses me off to no end. Why do I have to pay you more to use my own computer in my own home than I do to take up your employees' time in person? It makes no sense. Those stickers that, when you try to peel it off, it leaves most of it stuck on. Jmaxx. King of awful stickers in the worst places. I believe they purposely use cheap stickers for loss prevention. I knew a few people who would swap the clearance sticker of a $3 shirt with one from a $25 shirt, and the cashier would scan it without batting an eye. Kinda hard to do that if the sticker won't come off in one piece. Or maybe they are just cheap. Selling customers information. This made headlines up here in Canada a while ago. Sure wonder right to sell customer info from the government. And that other companies would soon follow suit. Made my ducking blood boil. Too lazy to solve the problem, so they just legalized it. Ducking disgusting. Why sell the info when you can give it away? That's what we do here in the US. See Equifax. Junk mail. Especially when it's not even addressed to you. Just our neighbor or to our friends at. Yeah. It just goes to the garbage/recycling. Not useful at all. But coupons though. I love me some discounted pizza. Restaurants/bars not listing the price of alcoholic beverages on the menu. I operate under the assumption that when the prices aren't on the menu, I cannot afford this place. It's always expensive rip-off places that do it. Yup. If you have to ask, you can't afford it. That suddenly get loud for no reason. Auto-playing videos. What about videos in a playlist? Commercials with ringing doorbells. Especially from online pet supply shops. Who should damn well know better. Somewhat related to this is sirens being used in songs. Really dangerous when driving. But for-profit prisons. But then how will we ever get Deadman Wonderland roll? I wish they continued that anime. Advertising of prescription drugs. I think medical self-advocacy is good. But I can't imagine people's health outcomes are improved when they beg their doctors for a prescription for some drug they heard about on TV or a website banner ad, instead of having the professionals, whom they are paying for this service, decide whether a given drug is a good choice for treating the problem. From a UK perspective, it's insane that prescription drugs can be advertised on TV. Over here some people might ask their doctor for a drug they've heard of, but I think the majority of people would take what their doctor told them to take. Have you ever seen the ads? They are not just ads, but manipulative as hell. Pretty lady. Happy old dude. Playing with the dog or the kids. Swimming maybe. Happy music. Cheery voice. Ask your doctor about Zithanolpol. More happy scenes and music. Subdued fast talking voice. Side effect may include death. Depression. Loose stools. Do not take Zithanolpol if you are allergic to Zithanolpol. Pregnant. May become pregnant. Male. Female. Human. Or a dog. Cheery voice. Zithanolpol. For making you better. For like 4 minutes. It's bad enough it's advertised. They are probably at the top of skeeviest scam sounding ads. And that includes the pillow guy who got sued and lost for his pillow ads being misleading. That ask you to subscribe to some sort of newsletter within 5 seconds of viewing a web pitch. Why would I subscribe to a site that does that? I can't even see the content I'm subscribing to. The ad is blocking the whole ducking page. Want to get me to close the website and never come back? Because that's how you get me to close the website and never come back. I'm 1000% less inclined to ever purchase anything from a company if their website is the spawn of Satan of the pop-up world. Duck you SoundCloud ads. Middle finger. Internet service providers being able to throttle your internet. When it goes slow they flip a couple of switches and all of a sudden you're back to a proper speed, only to realize a week later you're back where you started. Duck you CenturyLink. I'm here to upvote all Duck you CenturyLink comments and add my own. Hey CenturyLink. Duck you. Civil forfeiture. Same with criminal. Until a conviction. Even after a conviction, the only assets forfeited are what is ordered as punishment by the judge. not at the police's discretion. Those bright blue headlights. They blind the absolute hell out of me. There have been a few times somebody has been riding with them on bright, and it intensified their usual brightness, so I've had to stop my car, just so I don't potentially run off the road or hit somebody. See, the key thing is, there needs to be a law regulating their installment. The problem isn't so much the lights as it is getting them aimed correctly at the road, and not the back of the head of the person ahead of you. I wouldn't mind having LEDs as much time as I've spent in the ass end of nowhere as of late. But I'd rather have a professional install them, so the rest of you don't need laser eye surgery later. Edit. Kids are the main culprit, it seems. Edit 2. My inbox. Apparently we put a spotlight on this issue. I live in the ass end of nowhere, so I agree with you on the LED lights, but got 'em. I'm pretty sure the reason I have to wear glasses is like 50% LED lights. And they're so much worse when it's the middle of nowhere. Because it goes from pitch black except for the dull yellow headlights of our piece of it Ford van to holy it. That car has 2 suns, 4 duck-eye headbeams. We are screaming my eyes. Like that fish from the SpongeBob movie. It's awful. No tolerance policies in schools. I fell short of them as a child, and now as a teacher I still disagree with them. There are always exceptions. All zero tolerance policies are good for is getting someone suspended for getting punched. They also don't scale well for offenses. So once you figure you're getting punished anyways, you may as well go all out. Free trials that don't cancel after the trial is up. But start charging your card since you forgot about it. That's why they invented debit gift cards. Many of them don't let you use them for free trials anymore. Quifax. At the very least, the credit bureau should be required to explain exactly how your credit rating is derived. It's complete bullet that we don't really have a complete understanding of how it's calculated. Is that how it works in the US? They give a score to lenders and they basically have a criteria that says, if over this score then yes, if not no. In the UK at least they just provide information to the lenders and they have their own criteria for deciding whether to lend or not. The infamous credit scores these guys charge for are meaningless other than to provide a guide of where you'll stand compared to everyone else. Spam calls. Complete bullet. My grandma gets about 30 a day and she can't even trust whoever calls her. Such a ducking waste of time. Ducking arseholes. Edit. Wow, this is by far the most upvotes and replies I've ever gotten. Most people are saying to try out nomorobo.com or similar services that block spam. Change numbers, possibly for free if you explain. Don't give out your number. Tell them to add you to their do not call list, which only works if they're legit, and they generally aren't. And tell them exactly what they don't wanna hear. I like this, because it gives them incentive to actually add you to a don't call list. Hopefully some people will see this edit, and save some time and bullet. I'm gonna try out the website mentioned above. Thanks again for all the replies. I'm glad we can all agree that harassing people for the purpose of milking money out of the patient should be illegal. See if you can put her on the no-call list next time you visit. Also, check for call blocking methods and add those numbers that keep reappearing on her caller ID. It doesn't stop them all, but it can decrease the number of calls. Problem is, you'll block their number, but then they find out you blocked them, and they'll reappear under another number. Up emails. Extend that to all kinds of mass pet production. Except for maybe fish, because those Aishas spawn a minimum of 50 to 200 babies each. How much is this medical procedure going to cost me? Well, we don't really know. But you're obligated to pay all of whatever we decide it to be. My husband just had surgery that we were told would be around $5,000. It was $24,000. It was $5,000 too. Ticketmaster outrageous charges. $40 tickets plus $25 service and convenience fees. I serviced myself and you. Provided no extra convenience. I'm not at a concert right now because hours ago I saw, $40. Cool. Processing. Total, $61.50. So I noped out. It was a $40 show, and maybe $5.08 of fees I expected. You're not increasing the price on me by half from the sticker price. duck you. TM. What essentially amounts to legalized bribery from corporations in Washington. Exactly. Lobbying has become such a big problem that even companies like Google can't compete with them. Comcast and other companies basically control some politicians, giving us a hard time with net neutrality. Paparazzi. It's literally legal stalking. Like following people around and taking pictures without their consent. How is that okay? I was really confused when this crotch picture of Paris Hilton was shot. The media talked about what a shameless whore she is for not wearing a slip. I think taking the picture was wrong. Making it public was worse. When Emma Watson turned 18, the paparazzi literally laid down on the sidewalk to take pictures up her skirt. Those pictures were covers of British tabloids the next day. Overdraft fees. You went 4.37 negative into your checking account. You're obviously not well off. Let us help you out by charging you another $40. I feel that. One time I didn't notice the overdraft fee and they charged me a second overdraft fee. My only bank would charge you a $20 fee if you did not have more than $100 in your account come the end of the month. Well, the $20 fee overdrafted me, then gave me a $40 overdraft fee. I quickly closed that account and never used that bank again.